Yo, what is up guys? Sean here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be installing some Eibach lowering springs on my BMW. This modification is long overdue because as you guys know, the 335 Xi, the front end has such a big wheel gap. Now after installing my 19-inch rims, it got rid of it like a tiny bit, but it's still pretty bad. Let me go ahead and show you guys. Yeah, so the back isn't that bad. I mean, it's still a little bit high, but check out the front, guys. I mean, you know what? The shadow is not doing it justice, but yeah, so you can see the rear isn't that bad, but the front is pretty bad. I mean, I could fit my whole shoe in here. So it does not pass the shoe test at all, guys. I could probably fit 2 shoes in here. So we'll be taking care of that today. Now going back to the Eibach springs, these are for the 335i. They don't, I believe they don't make them for the Xi, but I read on the forums, a lot of people have used the 335i springs on the Xi and they said it fits fine. If anything, it actually fits better than the regular lowering springs from H&R and stuff, and it gets rid of that rake. What I mean by rake is, so when a car sits, you know, a car, generally the front end sits a little bit lower than the rear, kind of gives like a nice aggressive look. The 335 Xis, when you lower them, they just kind of sit flat. It just lowers it evenly, and the only way to get rid of the rake is either coilovers or go with the Eibach springs. So I'm going with the Eibach springs. All my shocks are already replaced, so I don't have to worry about my shocks blowing out or anything. Even if they do have lifetime warranty, so honestly I'm not really worried about that. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you guys how it looks before. I'm also going to measure the height, so how high it is right now, and then after I install the springs, how high it is. Alright, so it looks like the front is right at about 27. I'm trying to measure as straight as I can, but yeah, it's showing about 27. Let's go check out the rear. We're getting about 26 and a half. So front is 27, the rear is 26. Let's go ahead and install these lowering springs and see how low the car gets. And especially to get rid of this gap, guys. This gap is like horrible. And this is something, again, that's long overdue, especially on this Xi, but hey, we're doing it now, so that's what matters. Yo guys, what's up? I'm back. It's been a couple days since I've installed the lowering springs on my car. Now, the reason it's been a couple days is because it was a disaster, guys, installing them. For some reason, nothing was going as planned. The front left shock, for some reason, the nut on the top was stripped out, so then that took forever just to get it kind of rethreaded and just temporarily fixed for now. And then the back right, for some reason, the control arms, nothing in the back was lining up. So this turned from like a 2.5 hour job to almost 3 hours. It took me, it took me 6 hours to do everything, 3 hours on each side. I wound up just doing one side and then waiting until the next day and then doing the other side. But I figured at the end of the day, you guys just want to see the before and after. You guys want to see how it looked before, how it looked after, because there's plenty of DIYs out there. And I'm sure a lot of you guys already know how to do this, how to install springs on your cars. So let me go ahead and show you guys how it looks. I'm sure you guys can see a big difference already, especially in the front. The front is the main difference. The back is a little bit lower, but mainly on the front. And now you can kind of see it has that slope down rake look versus before it's kind of sitting flat. If anything, the front looked like it was a little bit higher than the rear, but now it sits really nice. Let me go ahead and straighten out the steering wheel. All right, there we go. Just so I can give you guys a fair comparison. I'm trying to film between the building and this stuff to kind of get rid of the wind, but it's a really hot day today. It's really windy today in Jersey, but I hope the audio is coming out good. But yeah, as you guys can see, the front sits way better. The back is still pretty good, and the car is not too low. It's not like super low where you're scraping everywhere and it's like undrivable. It drives really nice now. It drives way better than before. Guys, it drives way better. As soon as I took that first corner, I felt it already. The body roll is way better. It doesn't, before when I would take a corner, the car would kind of wobble over. Now it just stays planted everywhere. And of course the ride is stiffer. I mean, that's to be expected. It's lowering springs. Of course it's gonna be stiffer, but it's not like jarring. It's not to the point where you can't drive the car. It's like, you know, you need to go to a chiropractor afterwards. It's nothing like that. It is a little bit harsher, but it's nothing crazy. And this is with stock shocks on. I did replace the shocks. However, they're upgraded. I'm sorry, they're Bilstein B4 shocks. I'm going to be upgrading to the Bilstein B8 shocks. So this way the whole car rides beautifully. I mean, it still rides really good right now, but with the B8s, it's going to ride amazing. All right, guys, let's see if it passes the shoe test. And it does. I cannot get my shoe in there. Also before, guys, I had gotten my measuring tape out to measure how much of the drop there was, or how much of a drop there was in the front and the rear. So I bring my measuring tape with me. So let's go ahead and measure the drop. So from what I remember, the front was 27 inches and the rear was 26 and a half. So let's see how much it is now. All right, I'm gonna try to get this in the middle as much as I can. All right, so the front is just a little hair below 26. So tiny bit below 26. Let's check out the rear. Get that in the middle. And the rear is a tiny bit over 26. So there you go, guys. So now that's how you know the front sits lower than the rear. Again, guys, I love the rake look. It makes, especially with the body lines, and then that rake look in the front. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, rate, and comment. There's a lot of 335i content coming soon. As you can see, I don't know why I got this in my hand still. But anyways guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.